Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. This is Renegade Operative here, and I'd like to welcome you to my overall review and complete thoughts on everything I saw at Ubisoft's press event for E3 2016. Unfortunately, this presentation was almost a joke beyond epic proportions. With the extremely annoying presence of Aisha Taylor and way too much filler at points, this made me overall question myself. What am I watching? Why are there people in animal suits on the stage pop locking and dropping it? Where are the video games? And of course, Ubisoft is guilty of these long bouts of CGI trailers with next to no gameplay of the sort. So let's dive in and see what we can shake up. There was this extended gameplay presentation of Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands. I'm honestly enticed by the vast open world of Bolivia, with 4 players gallivanting around executing a mission at various checkpoints. The mission involved securing someone alive, so you eventually had to sneak in without your team getting detected, and if you failed the stealth approach, you have to make chase via land or air. The demo appeared to have fundamental gameplay highlights and various ways you try to approach your target. However, the big problem here is that this offering does look a little bit shoddy in terms of the graphical department, even for an open world game. Also, the animation does seem really wonky with the takedowns. I won't be taking this game's head off immediately. It's still in early development, so it's still a few questionable problems I noticed wrapped into some possible fun to be had with the co-op affairs. Ghost Recon Wildlands is releasing in March 2017. They showed off a little of For Honor, and personally this game looks like a giant mess right now, right out of the gate. The combat system is molasses to what I expected. They do offer a wide range of different classes, but I don't think that's still enough to justify the slow pace of the game. The frame rate of For Honor was like a lobotomized jackrabbit, just jumping all over the place with no sense of know-how, no sense of direction. The game can be improved, but remember, this game is supposed to be competitive against other people online, and it still has a long way to go in terms of what I saw. I already covered a lot of Watch Dogs 2 information, so what my feelings are remains the same for that in my recent gaming news update, so if you want to check that out, it will be in the description for you guys. So they showed off a giant stealth section here, a giant stealth mission, and you can pull off some unique recon in Watch Dogs 2. You can scout with this drone vehicle that they have, and the rest of the stuff you probably can scout out during the initial reveal video, and they are better explained in depth, especially in regards to the reveal trailer that came out not too long ago. So this new demo wasn't something that wasn't terrible to glimpse at. I just think that the game really needs to live up to its improvements over the first Watch Dogs, and it really needs to live up to all those improvements by a landslide. I'm not seeing that yet. Maybe it's due to the fact that there really isn't any confirmation of a demo, so until I get some personal hands-on time with it, I remain indifferent. Watch Dogs 1 fooled me once with the hype. Shame on the shame. Trials of the Blood Dragon, and this is why Far Cry Blood Dragon 2 would have been a better idea instead of turning this into a Trials hybrid. Skip. South Park Fractured Butthole is coming out December the 6th, 2016. So it's coming out this year, and I still can't say that name without fucking laughing because it's just ridiculous. But it's South Park, so I can't garnish up enough good thoughts about this one. I mean, I'm an avid South Park fan. I'm a fan of the show, and the game looks genuine to that art style, but the gameplay is another story. Considering the fact that I missed out on Stick of Truth, it's just a part of the problem. Though, from what I gathered, there are some minor additions to a wider variety of freedom to move, use space around the battleground more than Stick of Truth did. I'm loving the Civil War theme as well being parodied in that environment. The Assassin's Creed movie was presented on the E3 show floor. Now, I want you to think about this, people. Ubisoft had the huevos. They had the huevos to show a live-action motion picture that literally has nothing to do with the gameplay displayed at E3 of all places. That is just downright insulting when you really think about it. This actually took up airtime from video games that were supposed to be presented. Steep is a new IP developed by the guys who created Splinter Cell. At least I think those are the guys who created Splinter Cell. At least I think that's what they said. I don't know. I'll go back and clarify. But That's the impression that I'm getting, and you know, in the back of my mind, I was thinking about this. How about you guys just do Splinter Cell instead? No, seriously. That's seriously my opinion. But Steep did give off some SSX vibes, and it just seemed a lot more focused with being opened and how you do snowboarding and plotting things around in various mounds of HUDs. So I think that there's some slight bouts of free falling as well, even with the proper gear in there. And it's nice to see that they're taking the snowboarding ambitions and expanding on it. Other than that, Steep is bold, but it's something that I wouldn't call preferable. Maybe I'll wait and see it out, but personally I would rather have these guys develop a new Splinter Cell game. Once again, we hit a section of minuscule announcements or things I really could care less for, so we'll go back to the bullet points at hand. Ubisoft is giving away a free game each month. That's great. Star Trek Bridge Crew was confirmed, and it was boring. Grow Up, the sequel to Grow Home, was confirmed. Just Dance 2 was confirmed, and Eagle Flight, a new VR game, was confirmed. Ubisoft had a lack of variety this time around outside of Ghost Recon, and I think is a good enough reason to fault them. Not to mention that their presentations of Aisha Taylor as a commentator and too much fluff was a horrible way to go about things. Some things did redeem the show, but overall Ubisoft gets a letter grade of a D+ for E3 2016. This is Renegade Operative signing off. Hopefully you guys enjoyed my E3 coverage so far. All the videos will be in the playlist at your leisure, and I will be spreading that around. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out.